Today, we're going to look at how you as a college student can use sketchnoting to keep track of the various courses that you're taking and rock any and all exams. When I went to college, I had no idea that this thing called sketchnoting even existed, but I wish that I had known about it because I have no doubt that it would have helped me in my courses. So what I would like to do today is help you develop a process for incorporating sketchnoting into your study routine. So let's get into it. First, let's look at the unique conditions that exist in the university setting. Likely, you are taking multiple courses at any given time, which could create a challenge related to keeping all of the ideas that you're learning in each of those courses straight in your mind. But I think that's what visual note-taking can help you do. You also have a limited amount of time. There is a schedule to each of those courses that you have to adhere to. So our goal here will be for you to create an efficient process for using sketchnoting in those courses. There are also regular benchmarks and a more or less consistent schedule to the work you do in a school setting. You've got individual classes that you go to 2 or 3 times a week. And likely at the end of each unit of that course, you will have a test or an essay to complete. And at the end of each course, you will likely have a big exam to tackle. Those are the conditions under which you will be learning. Let's turn now to a process for using sketchnoting to aid in that learning. Let's start with what you do during class. While you are taking notes in class, my suggestion is to break the page into 2 distinct parts, a verbal side on the left and a visual side on the right. Then during class, work top to bottom, likely capturing main points in brief words and phrases first on the left, and then also, if there's time, coming up with visuals for those key ideas on the right. There will no doubt be times when the information is coming so quickly that it might be hard to come up with visuals in the moment. So don't worry if you stick to the verbal side in class, but do leave space on the right to add in a visual component later. Then what you can do after class is first fill in those gaps that may exist from your in-class notes, and then put together just a single page that contains at the top a visual summary of what occurred during that class period. A quick mind map of the key ideas. Then below that visual summary, include any follow-up actions, assignments that you need to complete, or things that you need to read. Now, because your time is limited, don't worry about trying to make that single page summary perfect. That's just an opportunity to look back at what happened in class that day, give a quick visual summary, and capture any necessary follow-up actions. When you do that for every single class period, you will be well set up to prepare for whatever comes at the end of each unit. My suggestion is to go find an empty classroom with a big whiteboard or chalkboard. And on that big board, put together a unit summary. Take that information from each individual class period and sketch out the big ideas, a visual summary of the entire unit. It is incredibly helpful to see the entire set of ideas all in one place. So get all of those main ideas onto the board and then take a photo so that you have a reference of that for whatever comes next, be it a test or an essay or some other sort of activity. When you do that for each unit, you will be setting yourself up for success on the final exam. You will avoid the last minute cramming because you will have these summaries that you created all ready for you to review. That will give you confidence as you do whatever work is required at the end of the course. So by doing just a little bit of follow-up work at the end of each class period and taking a couple hours at the end of each unit to sketch the entire set of ideas up on a single wall, you will be reinforcing the learning throughout the course and set yourself up to rock the final exam. Now, this is of course not the only way to use visual note-taking in the university setting, but it's not a bad place to start. So give it a try and adapt it to better meet your specific needs, and let me know how it goes. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.